I am back with some more Assassinins Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 93. And we're going to continue on with the Let's Play. I just saw on Twitter, which is kind of bad. Like, it's a bit irrelevant, but this guy on State of Decay 2, he's lost his saves, and it's the saves that he's had for 2 years. Man, that bummed me out so much. I just saw that. I was like, I'm glad that I've somewhat got a clean game right now. I've got a clean game because I'm just waiting for the next updates to show up. Hopefully, because like I've been still holding off State of Decay. Hopefully later today and tomorrow will be State of Decay starting up again. It's all hopefully by the time I've done these morning videos, hopefully State of Decay will be ready to play. Yeah, we're gonna go down this way. Because it's been a bit of a nightmare, you could say. Oh, cool. That's someone I've kicked off the fort. But yeah, I really want to get back into State of Decay, but I'm holding off for the update. And even by the time this is up on YouTube, which is probably the 18th, I think, there's still a chance it is still out. Like, well, when this is out, this should be out on the 18th when this is up on YouTube. I'm recording this on the 5th. So that shows how far ahead I am. So that's why there is a bit of a delay on things. The thing is, I'm getting ahead because I want to be ahead for when Halo Infinite comes out, because I want to spend a few days non-stop doing Halo Infinite. And like by the time this is out, there's probably a few Halo Infinite campaign videos up, hopefully, because I'm going to implement them into videos that ain't out yet, but with rotations that I've already done. That's why I'm ahead, because it means that if I do 3 or 4 days of Halo Infinite campaign and focusing on that, it won't worry me too much. Like, it won't affect all this, because I don't want to get spoiled, because I don't want to end up doing my rotations where I take my time. I want to enjoy the story and somewhat experience it. And that's the thing, that's why I want to record it as well. Like, the playthrough for Infinite will be my first time playing, and it'll be nice to have that somewhat captured, because I love the campaigns for Halo. Even the bad ones are somewhat I have fun with. And we've played through all the Halos like we've been doing, and this is the last one before the end. Because my plan is, once we've completed Halo Infinite once, we're probably going to play through the first time on normal to enjoy the story, and just see what it has to offer. And then for my second playthrough, if I enjoy the game for that matter, I'm going to do it on the hardest difficulty, Legendary, I think it is. Unless there's I think Legendary is the hardest, isn't it? Which I haven't completed. I don't think I've ever completed Halo on the highest difficulty before. I think I've got halfway through on Halo 2 once. But then I began to play something else and I got distracted. But I haven't actually just sat down and played like a Legendary Halo game, which I think Infinite would be. I can imagine it would be modernised, so it's a bit easier than previous Halo games. I've heard people said it's closer to Halo 1's difficulty, with a bit of Halo 3. So it's a bit of balance. Like, it's harder when it needs to be hard, and then like the open world stuff is kind of there. It's not going to overwhelm you too much, which is kind of nice. You don't want to be sniped every time you're in the open world area. Which I remember in the Halo 2, the snipers in that were crazy. But oh, I've seen a few playthroughs. Well, not playthroughs. There's a few videos on YouTube, and it was I can't remember his name, but he's playing all the Halo campaigns on Lasso, which means all the schools are activated, and man, that looks difficult. That looks way time consuming. But sorry, cat. Oh. Sorry, cat's trying to sit on me. Sorry if I sound a bit bunged up, but I think I'm coming down with a cold. I'm trying to keep myself hydrated and all that, try and avoid it if I can. Try and stay in and not go out stupid times and when it's too cold. It's just that time of year where you're waiting to get ill. It's good to be back in Assassin's Creed though. Last time we did do the conquest battle for this area, and we did kill the cultist, actually. I think we killed this guy. But we're slowly cracking on with these guys now. These would be... might be the time when we start hunting down these people more. Oh really, the world is closing in on the cultists now, because we've explored a lot of it. So... I hope, if it isn't State of Decay later, I'm sorry, but I just can't keep waiting for it too much, because it'd be a bit silly. I'm gonna try and hold off on it. Maybe even if I did Grounded for today, maybe, wouldn't it? And then the 2 days after that be State of Decay. I don't know, maybe. It'll either be something like State of Decay or like Sea of Thieves or something, I don't know. Whoa. And is this the DLC house? I thought this looks like the DLC house. But I thought the DLC, I keep saying DLC. I think it's the what's the DLC quest line? Yeah, Legacy of the First Blade. In that one, you have like a family, and you have a house at the end. And I thought it was in Kefalonia, but this looks like the house. Hang on, I need a drink. better. Ugh. I think we've still got a lot to do in this, definitely. We're nowhere near done yet. But I don't know whether I said last time, but what I'm thinking, once I've done yeah, that's it. I'm thinking, because I'm doing GTA San Andreas right now. Like that game is making me really want to play GTA 4. So my plan is, once I've completed San Andreas, I'm going to play GTA 4. And then what I'm going to do is when I'm doing Halo Infinite, and say I catch up with Halo Infinite, which is probably going on right now, and it catches up with my current, like when I start doing the rotation, maybe after this one. Like maybe next rotation we'll have Assassin's State Decay. No, but hang on. For morning videos, it'll be Grand Theft Auto and Halo Infinite. Grand Theft Auto, Halo Infinite. Because I think, and Grand Theft Auto is going to keep going. San Andreas anyway is going to keep going on anyway. Because I think I can complete that quicker than this. And what will happen is, once I've completed... Oh my god, that's a lot of wolves. Once I've completed... oh my god. Oh my god. Once I've completed Halo Infinite, I'll come back to Assassin's Creed. So there might be a moment where we have a bit of a break from this. It's not that I want to. It's just that it's... like ever since playing San Andreas, which I've had a bit of fun with. I'm like really eager to get into Grand Theft Auto 4, and I feel like Grand Theft Auto 4 won't take me that long to complete. Because San Andreas doesn't take me too long. I'd say we're over halfway now. And so I'd say we've only got a few more episodes of San Andreas. And then we'll be on GTA 4. I think that would be nice because it'll get some new stuff on the channel, and it'll have a little bit of a break from this because this has been going on for a while. Anyway, and it's not like I'm stopping completely because I love this series, and I'm kind of, and it'll probably be one of them things where I'll hop on it now and then for a rotation. I say I'm getting a bit bored with. Say I'm getting bored with, say, I don't know, like, because Halo Infinite and Grand Theft Auto won't take as long as this will, because I'm playing this very differently. This is almost like a San Andreas almost, this. I'd compare this playthrough to more State of Decay, like where I've got a bit of more control. And something more story driven like Halo Infinite or Halo Infinite or Halo Infinite or like Grand Theft Auto.
Who's making that noise?
But yeah, I don't think you're gonna be missing a day of content. Just put it like that. It's just keep heads up that it might change. And I'll probably let you know during that time. Things have changed up a little bit, but it's not going to be nothing too drastic. And I'm not stopping Assassin's Creed. There just might be a little while without it. Which is probably a good thing, a little bit of a break, because we've done a lot already, and It won't hurt having a small break from it. It'll probably even help it when I come back, because I did that a while ago where, even though I'm still into it, like there was a moment where this playthrough I was like, I probably could do with a little break.
Where did that come from?
And when I came back, I was like, man, I'm craving it more.
Eh?
So I'm kind of, but I'm craving it now still. So I'm thinking if I have another break from it and I come back, I'm like, I'll be burning through this game. Kassandra, get up, you stupid bitch. Whoa, what are you doing?
Huh? What's that noise? What did I see? What? Don't see anything. Is someone there?
Come on. Gotta say, the AI is pretty good in this. Got him. Breaking him. Oh, oh man, doing that, he disables his shield. It's kind of cool.
Fuck! Help me!
I wonder if that's a one-off that he dropped his shield when I did that.
Fuck! I'm burning!
Job done. Right. See what these are. Meh. I love the photo mode in this. Like, you can't deny, like, this is a pretty cool photo mode where, like, if I take a photo, it saves on my game, which is cool, but also you're able to see other players' photos. I really like that. Like, that's, like, something like this would be awesome in State of Decay. Because, like, some of the screenshots people take for State of Decay now are good, and we don't even have a photo mode. And I could just imagine how cool if we had a photo mode in State of Decay 2. At this level, it'd be so cool. They probably wouldn't do it because, like, I can imagine the performance be major crazy, but I know that State of Decay isn't the prettiest game, but it's got some of the most interesting. You could make probably some of the most interesting screenshots. And they do have somewhat of a screenshot photo mode. Like, they probably just use commands and everything. Because they do, like, trailers, and they put, like, photos up on YouTube, on Twitter, on, like, new weapons coming out. So they have somewhat of a photo mode in the game, and ways to manipulate the simulation, but you fuck off, cat. Fuck off, ghost.
I'll tear you to shreds.
What's your problem, you dick? Just wandering through.
I'll find you, coward.
God. They're just psychos. And this is a big mountain. I love that though. Look at that. Just So high we're up. It's so cool. Like this verticality is so nice. There was a little bit of verticality in Origins, but it wasn't this mental. Just look at that. Look at that. So pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. City in the distance. Absolutely cool. That's Kefalonia. Oh my god. So nice. Peaceful. And that's the thing. I play like one of my biggest criticisms in State of Decay, not State of Decay, I don't know why I keep bringing up State of Decay, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the ambient audio. Because like you're in the middle of a city in San Andreas and it's quiet. You get like the few people talking around you because like things only spawn around you in like a box. There's not many cars from like a few like miles away like you can see, or you don't hear like much chatter in the distance like beer bottles dropping or anything like that. Or there's no like ambient music. Like, Odyssey is very calming in a way that it's not very busy. Like you're not going to hear car noises in this, but you can hear the wind. Just it's noisy in the sense that it makes sense, you know. Like when we go to a city or a bigger town, like you'll hear things more, and it makes sense. Whereas like San Andreas, which I'm kind of disappointed by, is the lack of innovation to the audio. There's nothing added to the game to make it better. Like sure, it's probably the original experience, but it feels lesser than the original experience in some situations. Tell me it wouldn't. Watch my playthrough of San Andreas, and watch me drive through like a city or walk through a city, like San Fierro in the recent episodes. It's dead. It's so dead, and people say this game's dead, but in a way I'd say that it's valid because most of the time you're in the middle of the wilderness with just animals about. But when you're in a city, there's people around doing their own thing. Like it's not. I think the older Assassin's Creed probably did it better, like the NPCs wandering around. But ooh, nice. But I don't know. I just think this. It's just. It makes sense. It feels realistic. It feels believable. Like it's not here to overwhelm you with like music every 5 seconds or the same NPCs talking or like bumping into you. I don't know, like oh that burns it. That's one way to, because you know that I'll faff around with burning the lights for a few seconds. You know the torches. And you know how I do this, and it takes forever. And that was pretty quick. Quick. Like, I just found out there. If I swing this. Oh my god, that's so much quicker. I might start doing that. I feel like there's always something audio-wise happening in Odyssey as well. Like you have a little bit of music now and then. to kick in to connect with the moment a little bit more. It's not perfect, but it's the audio isn't amazing. Like the music isn't the best, but it's nice. It's pleasant. Yeah, it goes with the game really well. It's not. It's better than most other games where, like, say Battlefield 2042, I've been listening to that soundtrack and I'm like, who the fuck came up with this shit? Like, it's so overwhelming, but then you just listen to, like, Battlefield 1's soundtrack and it's so calming, and it's for a first-person shooter, so it's like, so you can somewhat say, oh yeah, that's a really nice, it goes really well with the multiplayer, because you go into a hectic multiplayer like Battlefield, where there's everything's going on, and something like 2042, where you got 124 players on a map going crazy, and that's crazy, right? Like that's really that's Battlefield. But the problem is, you've got this really crazy and horrible, obnoxious soundtrack that's like doesn't sound like music at all, and they're saying that's the theme tune for it. Whereas, like, if it had the Battlefield 1 theme, like the classic Battlefield theme tune, it'd go really well with it. It'd, like, when you're in the main menus, you've got like a nice bit of music to listen to, and then when you get into the game, you can focus on that. There we go. That took a while. Let's have a look. I wish, yeah, that was one thing. I haven't brought it up in a while, but I would like this in what should we do? Let's do warrior damage. I really want this in grounded. Like, you know, the mouse? I think this would really go well in grounded. Because grounded is so awkward with the controller, like, it's really slow. And I think if we had, like, something like this in grounded for a controller user, where you can, like, move stuff. Oh. To be fair, I wouldn't mind using the axe. Yeah, let's use the axe. I pressed that by accident, but okay. Customize my person a little bit more. There's some hella nice bow design. Oh, look how nice that looks. And the customization in this is like 10 out of 10 for me. I really like it. That's so over the top. Yeah, let's do that. And you know what, let's change up my outfits, fuck it. While we're here, I'll change it up a little bit. Kinda like that. I want to kind of keep the somewhat same design that we've been having. What's this skin? Arena fighter. Arena fighter. God. Some supplies here. I wish it was alphabetized. I'm missing stuff here, look. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's go with the silver. Sorry about this. Gonna get sidetracked. This champion braces. I kind of like that. Yeah, what do you look like, Kassandra? Oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. Like an adventurer. And you got your fucking battle axe. Where do I go? Let's find this. Here we go. I swear there was a time where that would one hit you. I don't want to bother him. Oh, stingy boy. This is how a pro takes all the money. Even though you should be getting way more than that, 30 coin per pickup. That should be like never ending right there. But welcome to a Ubisoft game, where we give you fuck all, but we give you a lot of pointless shot. Well, to be fair, like after playing this, comparing it to Halo Infinite's multiplayer, it's like I'd rather have this. It's crazy. There's like people moan about Odyssey being a bit grindy, but at least there's a lot of stuff to do and like to progress towards. Whereas Halo Infinite, there's not much at all, and it's a shame. Like they've announced that a lot of the modes that people want to play, that's not coming till the end of the year. And there's like a few extra that won't be available till next year. And it's like, you know, when we were talking about how co-op, campaign co-op, Forge, and all this was not going to be in the game. Everyone was like, well, what else aren't they telling us? And that's it. And the thing is that it's a beta. Well, they keep saying it's a beta. But the problem is, it's a beta with a store. A fully functioning store with things to buy. And that is the worst bit about it. Is that if this was just no store, and it was just bare bones, then it'd be like, okay, at least they're not cashing in. But they're cashing in with ridiculous things. And it's just wrong. Like, the way I'm going to go with it is I'm going to play the campaign, enjoy the campaign, and then I'm going. I've loved the multiplayer. I've done a lot of videos on it, as you can see on my channel. And I will more than likely play on and off, but there's... initially when I first played it, I was like, I could probably get into this. But the problem is, there is nothing to keep you around for a long time. There's no good progression, there's no leveling, there's no grind. A nice look, I like a grind in a game, but it has to be fair. It's got to be a reason, you've got to get stuff for it. And at the minute, Halo Infinite has no reason for me to grind. Unless I want weapon challenge swaps. And I'm not grinding out all day to grind challenge swap. If I'm going to play something that I'm going to get a lot of good stuff for, I'd play like Sea of Thieves or a PvP sort of environment. Even though I don't like the PvP stuff. But at least when you play that game, you're constantly getting stuff. You're constantly being rewarded, even if you have a bad day where you don't get anything for that moment. You have a shit day with people trolling you, all that shit. But for me, I don't mind that, but because at the end of the day, the loot that you collect in the game, it's not yours till you sell it. But it does irritate me when like people non-stop after you when you can't be asked. Like if you can be asked, you're like, yeah, I'll fucking have a go on, but some days I'm like, nah, I just don't. But the battle pass in that is so, like, the other day I was progressing through the battle pass, like the free version, and I was still getting stuff that I could buy, get in the store. I was getting stuff that was in the store. like the currency, and I was like, well, I didn't realise you could get stuff in the. And it's like, it's probably rare, like you probably get more stuff for the store if you buy the battle pass, but if you don't buy the battle pass, you still get stuff every so often to buy in the main store where most of the cooler items are. And that to me is really, like, it just shows the,
I heard something.
it just shows like how distant Infinite is from, say, like Sea of Thieves never launched very well anyway. But that's the problem, is that a lot of the Microsoft games, I'm not gonna like, I'm a Microsoft fanboy, I could say, but I appreciate what they've done with PlayStation. Like, I have a PlayStation, I've played Spider-Man, and I love them games. But for me, hang on. For me, Microsoft, compared to Sony, Microsoft, they consistently release games unfinished. I'm sure, like, the development teams come back, like, making the game better over time. Like State of Decay launched poorly, and it's one of my favourite games. Like, but there's no denying that Halo. I hope State of Decay 3 does not release the way State of Decay 2 did, because it's just not fair. Like, the thing with State of Decay 2, and I suppose I gave it a little less flack, is that it didn't release as a AAA game. Like, it released rather cheaply. Like, it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like £40 for like the deluxe, like the premium version. You got the DLCs and the stuff like that. Which originally I was just going to buy the standard, but I was like that hype for the game, and I was looking forward to it because I love State of Decay anyway, the first one. I was like, I went to the support for Microsoft, and they switched it to the more expensive one. I know it's probably a bit of a stupid move, but I'm glad I did, because even though the game released poorly, it is still, like, even at launch, I still had a lot of fun with it at launch. And with all the updates they did, like, they didn't, like, a lot of games, like, say Anthem could have still been relevant, but Anthem's died, and that's the thing, like, there's a risk with, like, games releasing early that they're just gonna not be updated ever again. And that's not nice. Like when people spend money on a game, you shouldn't have to pay for beta or an alpha version of a game.
Death is coming!
You shouldn't have to be paying for a beta. And that's what a lot of Microsoft games have felt like when they came out. Unfinished. Like, Halo 5 was... Well, to be fair, Halo 5 was better than Halo Infinite's release. Now looking at it, like, sure, the campaign's still probably worse than Infinite, which I'm hoping. I ain't played the Infinite campaign yet. I should be up by now, if you want to check out the videos. But, Halo Infinite's, Halo 5, at least with the multiplayer, I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer, even though I wasn't a massive fan. I didn't really do the PvP. It was more the, what's it called? The Firefight mode that came out after. And the PvP was alright, the Warzone mode. I like that. It's kind of different. And the gameplay was alright, it was fun, but I didn't really like it for the PvP. It was a bit too Call of Duty, try-hardy. There's a... Yeah, we got everything. And that's the problem with a lot of... Like, the only games that I'd say that are quite solid when they come out is the Forza Horizon games. I don't think I've ever... they've ever released contentless or, like, bare bones. Like, or I'd say Gears of War's always launched quite well. I'd say Gears of War 4 might have been a bit... like, no, Gears of War 4 was still alright. Guess we'll do that. What's that all about? Secrets of Greece. Guess we do that. Well, I'd say it's a lot of the Microsoft games, like Sea of Thieves released. I remember playing the beta and I was like, this is so boring and it feels like plays really bad. But now, like, I've done a whole series on it and it's probably one of my favourite games recently that's come out. Wow, as I'd say recently that's come out, but it's not. That I've recently found. Like, I'm glad that I've hopped back on this, and the game's come a long way, but it's not a good thing. Like this, like the state that Sea of Thieves is in now, like gameplay wise, performance wise, mission wise, story wise, is really how the game should have released. It's like with State of Decay. When State of Decay didn't release at launch, State of Decay was in beta until Juggernaut Edition, which was like a year or so after. And that's what I interpret the State of Decay 2 release. Like, I paid for a beta. I paid for a preview product, and I don't necessarily mind that because, like, I paid for Grounded, which is game preview. But I feel like game preview, I'd rather that be the model. Like, if they were like, oh look, we want to release State of Decay 3, but it's not really ready yet, but we want to release it so we can have the funding. But we're going to release it as a game preview. It's going to be a bit cheaper, about 20 quid or so, £25. And we'll update it for free over time. I wouldn't mind that. At least you're being honest. At least you're saying, look, we need some more support for the game early on. And you're not necessarily ripping people off. Like, it's when you pay a with Halo Infinite right now. I'm playing it. I'm only paying about £10 a month for it because I'm going on Game Pass. So I'm not really paying much for Infinite anyway. But you think about Halo Infinite. There's no campaign with it. There's no multiplayer technically with it because it's free to play. You're only paying for the campaign, which is £60. Now look, this campaign might be the best campaign we've had yet. I doubt it because Halo 3 was pretty good. All the Halos have been pretty good up to this point. The best chance it's got is going to be Halo 4 and 5, which is probably what it's going to do. I hope it's what it's going to do, because if it's somehow worse than Halo 5, that's going to be bad. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as Halo 5. And for me, Halo 5, I enjoyed Halo 5. I just wish it was longer, a bit more like lore and a bit more work put into it. A few more hours worth would have been good. And that would have been fine for me. My problem is it kind of ends really abruptly. And I just hope they don't do that in Halo Infinite. I hope it's a beginning, middle and end, and it's a nice wrapped up package.
What? What was that?
But the thing is, the Halo Infinite campaign is still £60. Even though you're not technically buying for multiplayer, it's £60 for just a campaign, which a few years ago would have got you the campaign multiplayer with a good progression for the multiplayer, game modes from the multiplayer that have always been there. Whereas this, you're paying for not much. Even though, like, you see, you count the multiplayer in that package as well. All I've heard is that playing the campaign, you get a few skins from the campaign, few items from the campaign that can go in the multiplayer. Which to me, that's fine, I guess, but is that worth £60? Am I paying £60 for a few multiplayer skins, or am I paying £60 for a campaign? If the campaign's good, I might say I might change my mind and say, yeah, that's worth £60. But what do you get for it? Like, I'd say this is worth £60. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but look what you get for about £60. This is, I think I paid about £55–60 for this. You get all this campaign, like quests, battles, ship warfare. And I'd say you get your money's worth. And they added like 3 campaign quests afterwards as well. This is how you do a good release for a game. It's not perfect. There was certainly a grind to it. And a lot of things weren't in the game that you would have liked at launch, like New Game Plus. There were some things that were in the game that should have been in the game at launch. But it was somewhat a full, solid package. And I'm not saying every game needs to... Every single player needs to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey with the amount of content it is, because this is kind of bloated. I'm not hiding that, but at least you're getting a lot of content for what you... And this is what they were promoting in the from the get-go. This is what they wanted from the game, like an RPG, massive open world Assassin's Creed game, and they delivered it. Whereas Assassin's Creed Halo Infinite, say, there's not a whole lot to the game I've seen. Like, it seems like the same open world. There's no variety. There's no deserts. There's no the thing that I like in the idea is the boss fights. The sandbox elements look good. The grapple, like, there's a lot of cool gameplay stuff, which is in the multiplayer as well. And that's the thing, Halo Infinite is all gameplay. And if it doesn't pull off with the story and things like that, it's gonna still be let down. Like, people, I watched a video earlier, and people were saying, like the gameplay's good, but that doesn't make the game good. Like, the gameplay is one part of the whole game, right? And I totally get that. Is that you play... If you've got like really good gameplay and then you've got a half-assed progression system, is the game good? Not really. Not as good as it should be, or what it would have been if it was 10 years ago. Because people are wondering, what have they done for 6 years? For them to still not have certain basic things, and I get that. Like, there's no hard feelings to the developers, because they have been working hard. They've been pulled around all different directions, because
Something's over there.
uh-oh. They've been pulled in all different kinds of directions with Halo Infinite, because I think they've had leadership changes. I think they've had writing changes. There's been all kinds of changes over the years that we've heard of. So it's just that, like, I wish they were a bit more translucent with us and said, like, all these stories about leadership breaking down, like things like this. They would say, yeah, that's why certain things aren't there still. Even though it's weird, because even basic stuff should be in the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, even basic things should still be in the game, like, Slayer. Like, basic game modes that have been in the... Like, even Halo 5 had all that stuff at launch. It's like that what's really bothering people, because it's not even... It isn't like it's just Forge or Conquest, campaign co-op, I mean. It's a lot of things are missing, and it's strange because it's just, it makes you wonder what they've been doing for this time. And I know, like, I'm not a game developer, but you just think that they'd have it down by now, 343. They'd have like like, I'm hoping. I'm hoping, now that they've got the basic template down, that people really like the gameplay. There's not many people I've seen that hate the gameplay. And I'm kind of thinking, now that they've got the gameplay down, they've got the systems down, I have a feeling we might have a Halo sooner rather than later. We'll have another Halo game relatively quickly. Because I think I even heard them saying we might be doing some story DLC, Halo 5, which I'd love to see. More Halo story, good for me. But really, it's all down to, like...
A body. Keep watch while I go check.
It's weird because I was assassinating some of these guys pretty quickly before. And now I'm, like, struggling. I hope everyone liked my Walking Dead review that came out the other day. In one of the recent episodes for Assassin's Creed... What's this horse doing? One of the recent episodes for Assassin's Creed, I had a bit of a talk about Halo... not Halo. The Walking Dead's premiere, because I watched them and I was kind of ticked off by it. And I used this playthrough as an excuse to review it a little bit. My thoughts on it. And yeah, like, it was kind of fun. Like, today we're going on about gaming, and I kind of like that for this series, where sometimes we might just go on a tangent and talk about stuff. Just got this captain. Should we just kill him? I know I should take out the rest of them, but... Oh, he didn't last long either.
I see her.
This ain't very good.
I'm on fire. Put it out.
I'm not sure about this axe. I thought it'd be doing more damage than that. I feel like my spear's way better. Oh, let's pay off the bank. I like going on these little tangents, talking about random stuff. I know, like, I repeat myself, and a lot of the stuff I'm talking about don't make sense, but...
I have you now.
I like the kill animations, though. I like the outfit. Pretty cool. Bit of the same, but it's kind of new. Stab a bitch. But once we've done this, I kind of want to go back down here. I think it's down here, right? It's down here. There was a clue down here. I don't think I got. I don't know, we'll have to see.
Someone must be making that noise.
Someone must be making that noise. I love it. I love it so much. It's so basic, but I love it. Just fucking killing a bunch of cunts. Stupid cunts. I love just killing cunts. Kill a bit of cunt. Stupid cunt. You are a stupid cunt. I'm gonna just fucking beat the crap out of this one. Don't know what hit him. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Death is near.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about this axe. Like, it's good. Like, it's good at kill animations, but it's not that good. Maybe it's the level. It's the level, like, 99. It's meant to be good. In theory, it's good. Like, 8-2. Oh, it's the same as the heavy. 50% battle cry areas. I don't even have that. That's kind of the problem. Oh, that'd be actually pretty good. Should we go and upgrade that one? Assassin damage. Damage with arena destruction. Oh, that'd be actually pretty good. Crit damage, worry damage, 25%. I might upgrade this one. Yeah, let's go to a weaponsmith. I've got a ton of stuff to like be able to upgrade stuff, so it might be the axe, like the abilities on it, that I'm not really utilising too much. Like a crit chance would be good.
Would you like?
Let's sell stuff.
Thanks for stopping by.
We'll wrap it up in here in a minute. What about buy? Ooh. Yeah, let's buy that. Fuck it. And let's... Is this upgrade, yeah? So, the axe, this one. Crit chance. One minus adrenaline per thing. Because I use my adrenaline a lot, so if I can have one less... I wonder if that would mean, like, healing doesn't cost anything. Nah, that can't be it. Because healing is like 1. So I wonder if healing doesn't cost anything now. Engrave. I attempt to do something else like fire. Tame beasts deal poison damage. That's kind of cool. Convert 50% warrior jet damage bonus to all damage. So, that might be alright. Weapon damage becomes poison. Health and armor. Weapon damage becomes fire damage. Low chance to gain 30% shield. Damage of rain of destruction. They're like bows. %20 damage with critical assassinate. That's pretty good. Breathe underwater. What does that do? Does that just make you breathe constantly? Armor penetration. That might be good. For something like this, it'd be pretty powerful, I reckon. I would try, like, I use fire a lot. Let's try that one. Okay. That one sounds good.
Please ask for anything you need.
Let's switch that up. Because I would like the axe, but I feel like, yeah, there we go. Ah, cool. Let's change the look of it. Probably go with what I was with that other one. Where is it? Didn't I have a battle axe? What was the battle axe design I had before? This one? I kind of want to do something different now. That one kind of looks cool. Wish I could zoom out. A sickle, that's crazy looking. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, we'll do this, and then we'll probably wrap it up there for today. Then we'll do the quest in the next one. Because then the plan is, I think, my plan was to... Or maybe go there. But maybe work our way up through there. So there's a cultist there. Or we look into getting this cultist here, who is in Thera. Sunken Chicken Thera. Where's Thera? It's Thera, I think. Thera. Thera's probably somewhere I ain't been yet. Where are ye? Where are ye? Thera, Skydo, Slasmos. Macedonia. Gallus. Thera. Ah, here. Beats of Atlantis. Recover the artifact and return them to their socket. Ah. Thera. That's the place that cultist wants, isn't it? Well, this cultist ship was sunk on the ruin, on our ruin north of Thera. So maybe we'd do that. That might be good. Like slowly hunting them down. Like so, we'll do this area. Then we'll have like a sailing because we ain't done much sailing. We'll come down here and we'll go to Thera. We probably won't put in the unless we've done all the boss fights, but I don't know whether we have. Have we done all the boss fights? We might have done them. Now you know the Medusa that... maybe we could claim all them now. Maybe we could do that? Because then we want to go up here. I think we were going to go there and then work our way into here. Because I think the main story wants us to go to Michellonia. Oh, where did they want us to go? Yeah. We'll figure that out next time. Kassandra looks like a badass though. But tomorrow will be Grand Theft Auto, and then the day after we'll be back with this, which will more or less as usual. But as always, it'll be us continue on where we left off. And like I said, hopefully later will be State of Decay. I want to play I'm desperate to play State of Decay, but I'm determined to play when the update is out, because I think that'd just be nicer, like just to have a few things to look at, like some new things. I want to do a Providence Ridge playthrough, and then go back to Trumbull Valley, because I was originally going to do Trumbull Valley. But I think it'd be nice to do a playthrough on Providence Ridge and then move to Trumbull Valley afterwards. I think that'd be nice. But there's a few quite nice changes coming, and it'd be nice to just experience them fresh and not have an existing playthrough and then having the update change and it feeling too different, you know. But
Any advantage is a good thing, no?
That's interesting.
Overheard the blacksmith talking about it. He's an honest fellow.
come on, let's try my new axe out. Wish the bounty hunter weren't here. Fuck off. Yeah, it's just so slow. I'm gonna die. Wasted money on this shit. A one-on-one is fine, but well, that's one in it. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I think the heavy weapons are a bit better than maces, and even though they do the same sort of thing. You know, let's finish off by paying off this. How far is that? Yeah, I'm not going all the way out of town just to do that. Fuck that. It might be just learning the weapon a bit more. Where the fucking go, mate? Where we go? Oh, it's already dead, Kassandra. Calm down. Right. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here for today. And then we'll continue on in the next one. So I hope everyone's enjoyed as always. I think we're getting there with the series, slowly but surely. Eh? And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's been good. And like I said, keep an eye out for Halo Infinite. We've probably got a few episodes by now. Even though I haven't played it yet, technically. Hopefully state the case later on today, but no promises. If it's up, it's up. It's probably premiering. And there should be one tomorrow. But if anything, it'll probably be like Sea of Thieves or State of Decay. Or if anything, it might be Grounded later on today and tomorrow. And then we'll do State of Decay. Maybe I'll do it that way, this rotation for one off. But I would say, like, it might be Sea of Thieves today and tomorrow, then Grounded again. I know it's a bit annoying, but be sure we'll be playing State of Decay soon. We'll be getting into it, and we'll be having fun. And look, there's other stuff going on as well. It isn't like I'm not doing anything in between. So we got our Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, Halo Infinite. Hopefully State of Decay soon, Grounded, and yeah, like there is other stuff on the channel, and I'm really proud of this channel somehow. Like it's been nice seeing how the series are building, and some episodes are a bit of a flop where I'm a bit tired, but I like it. It's a bit raw. It's getting me more excited for games again. Whereas there was a moment where I was getting a bit, what's the point, sort of thing. But now I'm loving games more, and it's nice to think that someone could come across my videos and enjoy something from it. I know I do a lot, and I'm not expecting people to watch every single one or anything like that. But if anyone could just see a little bit of my videos and enjoy it a little bit for 10 minutes, then I'm happy. But yeah. Oh, look at that axe. I kind of like the skull on the top of it. But yeah, we'll continue on. Practice a bit more with the axe. I think I'll probably end up switching to the mace, because I think the mace is a bit better for heavy weapons. But yeah, it's been good. So we'll wrap it up here for today, and then we'll continue soon. So tomorrow, for morning videos wise, will be Grand Theft Auto. Then we'll be back with Assassin's Creed, which will be just continuing on right from here. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here for today. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.